Welcome to my channel. Let's learn English together.
My name is Jenny, and this is my story. I was born in a small town in southern Vietnam, surrounded by rice paddies and the soft hum of scooters on dusty roads. Life was simple. We didn't have much. But we had each other, my parents, my grandmother, and me. When I was 12, my father brought home a second-hand laptop. He said, "This is your window to the world." I didn't really understand what he meant at the time, but now I know. Back then, I couldn't speak a word of English. Not even hello. And Canada? That was just a faraway land I had only seen in movies. I still remember the first English word I learned. It was apple. I repeated it over and over. Apple. Pull. Puh. I watched YouTube videos secretly at night. I didn't tell anyone. I was embarrassed. What if someone laughed at my pronunciation? But I kept watching. One video turned into 10. I followed along with subtitles. I started repeating after the speakers. "How are you?" "I'm fine. Thank you." Soon, I was able to understand simple phrases. Then I started writing comments in broken English. A stranger replied once, "Your English is really improving. Keep going." That one comment kept me going for weeks. When I turned 18, I told my parents I wanted to move to Canada. They were shocked. "Canada?" my mom asked. "But we don't know anyone there." I didn't either. But I had a dream to study, to build a new life, and one day, to help others do the same. I applied for a student visa. I studied like crazy for the IELTS test. I still remember crying after my first speaking test. I froze when the examiner asked, "Tell me about your favorite movie." I couldn't say anything. Just silence. But I didn't give up. I recorded myself speaking every day. I talked to myself in front of the mirror. 2 months later, I tried again and passed. I arrived in Toronto on a snowy January morning. I had never seen snow before. Everything was white, cold, and quiet. I felt like I was on another planet. For the first few months, I barely spoke. I was afraid of making mistakes. I couldn't understand the cashier at the grocery store. I nodded and smiled, pretending I got it. I didn't. One day, I went to a local community center and signed up for free English conversation classes. That changed everything. There, I met people from all over the world: Brazil, India, Syria, Ukraine. We were all struggling with the same thing: English. But we laughed, helped each other, and practiced without fear. My confidence grew. I started volunteering, then got a part-time job at a local bakery. I remember the first time a customer asked, "Are you from here?" I smiled and said, "No, but I'm building my home here." It's been 7 years since I arrived in Canada. Today, I'm a permanent resident. I graduated from college, work full-time in a nonprofit helping newcomers learn English, and I run a small YouTube channel sharing my journey and giving English tips to others. Sometimes, people message me and say, "I'm from Vietnam too. Watching your story gives me hope." Every time I read that, I tear up, because I remember the scared girl who couldn't say hello. And now, I help others say their first English word. What I've learned: learning English didn't just give me language. It gave me a new life, a new voice, a new identity. I still have an accent. I still make mistakes. But I don't let that stop me anymore. Because I know fluency isn't perfection. It's confidence. It's connection. So if you're learning English right now and you feel stuck, I want to say, keep going. Don't be afraid to sound wrong. Every mistake is one step closer to freedom. If I could do it, so can you.